Alright guys, I'm back at it again. I'm trying to find some Wiccans so I can document them for this. There they are. I'm going to try to approach them slowly. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah.
So hey, I identify as a Wiccan. We don't actually behave like that. In fact, we're pretty civilized people and I do all my rituals in private. And we don't actually attack people when we see them. That's just like a big myth.
The religious experience of being a Wiccan includes worshiping the Wiccan goddess. She is the feminine energy, appearing in rituals as Lady, Mother Goddess, Horn God. She's also known as a triple goddess, reflecting the mother, which symbolizes nurturing and fertility of the natural world, the maiden, representing expansion, new beginnings, and youth, and the crone, reflecting wisdom gained in a lifetime of learning and knowledge. These aspects are seen in cycles of nature. The other major Wiccan deity, the Wiccan god, is the masculine energy. Both are worshipped equally. He is associated with the horned forest animals or the sun. He has a twofold role, assisting humans in their needs for sustenance in nature, but also securing the animals' protection. He ensures the fragile balance of life on Earth. Creation is believed by Wiccans to be caused by the interplay of the Wiccan god and goddess.
A religious teaching is that everything in the universe is a manifestation of the divine. This is the true nature of reality.
I feel Wicca is a set of spiritual principles. However, not all Wiccans may adhere to them.
It is not a dogma imposed by authority, but it's a synopsis of values that many Wiccans live by. So one of our religious teachings is living life with consideration of others as well as oneself, and basically being of service and doing no harm. Our philosophy is to balance free will with responsibilities and rights with respect.
There are no ancient texts for Wiccans. Rather, they make their own books with their interaction with the divine, the gods, or their own experience as being Wiccan. These are considered to be sacred, but not universal for all that follow, as each Wiccan has their own individual journey. Many of the traditions of Wicca have a heavy reliance on the mythology of ancient cultures, and the historical texts of those cultures are viewed as sacred. These include the Theogony of Hesiod, an 8th century instructional poem credited to the Greek poet Hesiod. It traces the history of the world from creation through the battle of Zeus, the ancient Greek king of gods, and the Titans. The poem ends at the birth of Zeus's many children and his supremacy. Much of what is known today of ancient Greek religion comes from Hesiod's work. Another text is the Hymns of Homer, a collection of 34 ancient Greek poems of heroic deeds, all addressed to the gods. All the poems severely differ in date and are unknown of authorship. Most of them end with the singer intending to sing another song, and it's known as heroic poetry.
Each of the covens can have their own different hierarchies. The following are just standard levels of being a Wiccan. What level are you at in the coven?
I'm an initiate and I was asked to join a coven and I accepted.
So what about you? What level are you at?
Oh, I'm a junior initiate and I reached the 2nd level of initiation in the coven.
So tell me about yourself. What level are you at?
Well, I'm a senior initiate, and basically I'm a Wiccan who's acknowledged to have the most experience, talent, skill, and power.
There is also the High Priest or Priestess, a Wiccan completed their training by their coven and proved the ability to teach and lead. They have been initiated by another priest or priestess into the traditions of priesthood. An elder in a coven is an initiate dedicated to providing their service, leadership, and teachings to all members in and outside the coven. They continually demonstrate the high level of ethics, knowledge, and wisdom. A symbol is the pentagram or pentacle, penta meaning 5 and gram meaning drawing or written. First used by Pythagoras to illustrate ideas of cosmology and the 5 elements present in the human body: earth, air, fire, water, and aether. It represents many things: creation, perfection in the human body, and maths, and use in magic or rituals. The triple moon symbol is a waxing, full moon, and waning gibbous moon together. It describes the deity of goddess as the mother, maiden, and crone, the three life cycles of a woman. It is a symbol of feminine power and three phases of the moon. The triple moon invited women to celebrate each stage of their life cycle.
What you see here is the ritual of the Sabbat. It's a celebration of the god as the sun and the earth's journey around the sun. The Sabbats are tied to the seasons and the earth's natural rhythms.
One ritual is called the Esbat. It's once every 4 weeks, and Wiccans honor the goddess, commune with her, and work magic under her divine light. All Esbats vary from different traditions, covens, and individuals. In all these cases, the goddess is always at the center in one or many of her aspects, depending on the season. Not all Wiccans worship the ancient deities of the goddess or perform rituals during this time. The Wiccan threefold law is what you give out returns to you, magnified 3 times. It's said in the quote, "Ever mind the rule of 3, what ye sends out comes back to thee." It is one of the basics of Wiccan belief, a universal spiritual principle. It applies to all deeds and thoughts, both positive, negative, and neutral.
The Wiccan Read is the only Wiccan guideline. The short version is 1 sentence but not simple. And ye harm none, do as ye will.
In translation, this basically means do as you like as long as it's not going to hurt anything. It relates to themes of ahimsa, self-care, respecting all beings as divine, conscious choice, and satisfying your action. Okay guys, so here we are for my documentary. I'm out to find some Wiccans. I think I found some over there, but we're gonna approach them really carefully so they won't do anything, okay? Okay, we're gonna go really close. Hi guys. Guys, don't start screaming! Wait, okay, go ahead. Are you dumb?
As well as like,
Oh!
okay.
The Wiccan Read is the only Wiccan guideline. The short version.
Yes, me!
The Wiccan Read is the only Wiccan guideline. The short version is 1 sentence.
Another one, not that close! Another religious teaching. No!